What if I told you that one of Hollywood's most captivating stars didn't grow up dreaming of red carpets in Los Angeles, but instead under the warm Caribbean sun, in a country where Wi-Fi was rare, Hollywood films were hard to access, and ambition required more courage than connections? Today on FAME Talk by Khuzaima, we're diving deep into the life of Ana de Armas, not just the glamorous actress you see in slow-motion premiere clips and cinematic close-ups, but the woman behind the fame, the risks, the heartbreaks, the quiet reinventions, and the relentless hunger that turned a small-town Cuban girl into one of the most talked-about stars in the UK and USA. Ana de Armas was born in Havana, Cuba, in 1988, and raised in the small town of Santa Cruz del Norte. Her childhood was far from the Hollywood lifestyle people now associate with her name. She grew up without the internet, without luxury, and without the constant digital noise that defines celebrity culture today. Her father worked multiple jobs, and her mother worked in education. Life was simple. Sometimes there were power outages. Sometimes there wasn't much variety. But what Ana had was imagination. She has shared in interviews that she memorized scenes from movies she watched and would perform them at home. Acting wasn't just a dream. It was escape, expression, and survival of spirit. At just 14 years old, Ana de Armas auditioned for Cuba's National Theater School in Havana. Imagine being a teenager in a country with limited resources, deciding you want to pursue something as uncertain as acting. But she got in. That alone says something about her raw talent. For 4 years, she trained intensely, studying classical theater, movement, voice, and discipline. This wasn't overnight fame. This was foundation. This was grind before glamour. Her first film role came when she was still a teenager, and she quickly became known in Cuba for her presence on screen. But Ana wanted more. She didn't want to be limited by geography. She wanted to test herself in a bigger arena. At 18, with dual Spanish citizenship through her grandparents, she made a bold move to Spain. No safety net, no guaranteed success, just belief. In Spain, she landed a major role in the teen drama series El Internado. For 6 seasons, she became a familiar face across Spanish television. This period is important because it shows her adaptability. She wasn't just a small-town dreamer anymore. She was learning how to handle fame, press, public attention. But even then, something inside her new Spain wasn't the final destination. Hollywood was. Now imagine moving to Los Angeles with limited English. That's exactly what she did. She has openly spoken about how she arrived in Hollywood knowing almost no English. Think about the courage that takes. In an industry built on dialogue, nuance, and expression, she couldn't even fully understand scripts at first. She studied English intensely, memorizing lines phonetically for early auditions.
She didn't complain.
She adjusted. Her early Hollywood roles were small. Films like Knock Knock put her on the radar, but often she was cast in stereotypical roles. The mysterious foreign woman, the seductive presence, the accent-heavy character. Many actors get stuck there. But Ana de Armas didn't want to be defined by limited casting. She wanted complexity. Then came Blade Runner 2049. This wasn't just a role. This was a statement. Playing Joy, a holographic AI companion, she brought unexpected emotional depth to a character that could have easily been flat. Her performance was subtle, intimate, and layered. Suddenly, critics weren't just noticing her beauty, they were acknowledging her craft. The film introduced her to a global audience in a serious way. But it was Knives Out that truly shifted everything. As Marta Cabrera, the kind-hearted nurse at the center of a twisted murder mystery, Ana de Armas delivered a performance that was warm, authentic, and emotionally intelligent. The role required vulnerability, comedic timing, and dramatic strength, and she nailed it. The industry responded. She received award nominations. Directors began seeing her as leading lady material, not just a supporting presence. What makes Ana de Armas fascinating isn't just her career rise, it's how she balances softness with ambition. In interviews, she often appears thoughtful, grounded, even shy. She doesn't project the loud, chaotic energy some celebrities lean into for headlines. Instead, she speaks about gratitude, about fear, about the pressure to represent Latina actresses in Hollywood without being boxed in. Her personal life has also been under intense public scrutiny. When she dated actor Ben Affleck, their relationship became constant tabloid material. Paparazzi photos of them walking dogs, drinking coffee, laughing on balconies flooded social media. Suddenly, Ana wasn't just an actress. She was part of a celebrity power couple narrative. For some stars, that level of exposure boosts their brand. For others, it becomes overwhelming. Ana de Armas has since spoken about how difficult that period was. The constant media presence, the invasion of privacy, the feeling of being watched, it took a toll. She eventually left Los Angeles for a more private life away from Hollywood center. That decision says something powerful. In an industry obsessed with visibility, she chose peace. Then came one of the most controversial and talked about roles of her career, playing Marilyn Monroe in Blonde. Taking on such an iconic and tragic figure was a massive risk. Marilyn isn't just a character. She's myth, history, cultural symbol. The performance required emotional exposure at an extreme level. The film itself divided audiences and critics. Some praised Ana's commitment and transformation, while others criticized the film's portrayal. But here's what cannot be denied. Ana de Armas gave everything to that role. She studied Monroe's voice for months, worked with dialect coaches, analyzed archival footage, and immersed herself completely. The dedication resulted in an Academy Award nomination. For a Cuban-born actress who once struggled with English, that moment was monumental. It represented not just personal achievement, but breaking barriers. Beyond her filmography, what many fans in the UK and USA find compelling is her relatability. Despite fame, she speaks openly about insecurity. She has admitted to feeling like an outsider in Hollywood. She has talked about imposter syndrome, that feeling of wondering if you truly belong in the rooms you fought to enter. That honesty resonates. It humanizes her. Ana's friendships in the industry also reveal something about her character. She maintains close bonds with co-stars and often describes film sets as family environments. She values collaboration. Directors who've worked with her describe her as disciplined, emotionally available, and fearless in front of the camera. That reputation matters in Hollywood. Her role as a Bond girl in No Time to Die further expanded her global appeal. Instead of being a typical glamorous side character, her performance was energetic, humorous, and self-aware. She managed to steal scenes in a franchise known for its iconic leads. Audiences loved her brief but impactful appearance, and it showed her versatility. She could move between drama and action effortlessly. When you look at Ana de Armas' journey, what stands out isn't overnight fame. It's evolution.
Cuba to Spain.
Spain to Hollywood. Supporting roles to Oscar nominee. Public relationship to private reset. Each phase required reinvention. And let's talk about pressure. Being a Latina actress in Hollywood comes with expectations. There's the pressure to represent your culture authentically, the pressure to challenge stereotypes, the pressure to succeed in an industry that hasn't always been inclusive. Ana de Armas navigates this carefully. She honors her Cuban roots, speaks proudly about her upbringing, but also refuses to be limited by labels. Her fashion evolution has also become a talking point. On red carpets, she blends classic Hollywood glamour with modern minimalism. Designers seek her out. Photographers capture her with that soft yet powerful aura. But even in fashion interviews, she emphasizes comfort and authenticity over image obsession. Off-screen, Ana values simple joys, cooking, spending time with friends, traveling quietly. She has expressed love for nature and for disconnecting from social media noise. That's interesting in today's celebrity culture, where constant online presence often drives relevance. Ana seems selective, intentional. Her career choices suggest strategy. She balances big franchise films with intimate character-driven projects. She avoids being trapped in one genre. That balance protects longevity. Many actors peak quickly and fade. Ana de Armas appears focused on endurance. There's also resilience in her story. Moving countries multiple times, learning new languages, facing criticism, navigating heartbreak publicly, choosing privacy, when the world wanted access. All of that builds depth. And depth translates on screen. Fans in the UK admire her elegance and European influence. Audiences in the USA connect with her Hollywood ascent and mainstream success. She bridges worlds, culturally and cinematically. That's rare. What people often want to know about celebrities is simple. Are they real? Are they aware of their privilege? Do they remember where they started? With Ana, interviews suggest she does. She frequently references her childhood in Cuba. She talks about sending support to family. She expresses gratitude for opportunities many in her hometown never had. At the same time, she doesn't romanticize struggle. She acknowledges difficulty without glamorizing it. That balance makes her story compelling rather than performative. As her career continues, the question becomes, what's next? Will she lean further into action franchises? Return to intimate dramas? Produce her own projects? Whatever direction she chooses, one thing is clear. She isn't chasing noise. She's building legacy. And maybe that's why Ana de Armas remains so intriguing. She exists in the spotlight, but doesn't seem consumed by it. She's ambitious, but not chaotic. Visible, but guarded. Emotional, yet controlled. That duality keeps audiences watching. In a world where celebrity culture moves fast, where trends replace talent overnight, Ana's journey feels earned, layered,
Human.
from memorizing movie scenes in a Cuban living room to hearing her name announced at the Academy Awards. From struggling with English lines to delivering emotionally complex performances on the world's biggest stages. From tabloid headlines to reclaiming privacy. This is not just a fame story. It's a courage story. And as we watch stock footage of her walking red carpets, waving to fans, smiling under flashing cameras, remember this. Behind that composed exterior is a woman who crossed oceans for her dream, who rebuilt herself in new languages, who faced the pressure of portraying an icon, who chose mental peace over constant publicity. Ana de Armas reminds us that reinvention is powerful. That ambition doesn't have to be loud to be unstoppable. That vulnerability can coexist with strength. So the next time you see her name trending, or her face lighting up a cinema screen in London, New York, or Los Angeles, you'll know the deeper story. Not just the glamour, not just the headlines, but the journey. And if stories like this inspire you, stories of risk, reinvention, and real resilience, stay connected with FAME Talk by KHUZAIMA, because here we don't just follow fame, we understand it.